Hi, I am Merem Samuel.
You know what it is.
Yes, you know what it is.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
It's the Black Yellow Voice Podcast.
Target locked.
Of course, you know what it is. It is what it is. This is the voice of Merem Samuel straight into your headphones and speakers right here on the Black Yellow Voice Podcast. How are you feeling today? Hope say the hustle, the move, and that everything is smooth with you. Alright, today I want to start by thanking everyone who listened to the last episode of the podcast, especially those who left heartwarming feedback. There were loads of positive reviews and comments, and honestly, those comments further motivated me to record another session, and so here we are. You know, podcasting is something that I've always wanted to try, and I'm glad to be doing this right now. And I didn't get to tell you what the podcast is all about on the first released episode due to the nature of it. Meanwhile, if you haven't listened to the last episode, do take out time and go listen to it. I did a top 10 countdown of Nigeria songs in 2021. That will sort of give you an idea of what the podcast in general is all about. It's about entertainment, music, trends, things making the rounds in general. So this podcast is gonna be me giving you news that you can't refuse and views that you can use that are full of juice and stews. Cause on this podcast, we are here to catch cruise. On today's episode, I'll be talking about things that caught my attention this week in the news. So let's kick things off right here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Black Yellow Voice Podcast, and I am Merem Samuel. It was a very long and eventful weekend in Anambra State. The people of the states went to the polls to choose their new governor on Saturday, the 6th of November, and the election was completed with a supplementary election in Hiala on Tuesday, the 9th of November 2021. And based on the total results, INEC declared Awka's candidate Charles Soludo as the winner. And the good thing is that after everything, the threats and scare, the whole issue with IPOB and all, the election was successful without violence. And kudos must go to INEC, also to the security officers who ensured safety in the states, and then those who came out to vote. Honestly, I was scared that there was not going to be an election in the states because of the whole IPOB sit-at-home protest. But interestingly, IPOB came out 2 days before the election and called off the sit-at-home and urged people to go out and vote, and that sort of reduced the tension, and the election was peaceful. However, there were some scenes that emanated during the election, and in all of them, what stood out for me was the video of some women refusing to collect money from a political party in exchange of their votes. And that goes a long way to tell you that the people of Anambra State know what they want, and they exercise that at the poll. Maybe Nigerians are finally waking up to the fact that receiving money from politicians and parties alike in exchange for their votes during election is not a good sign of service, and definitely not the way to go. Although there was another video that I saw before the day of the election somewhere in Anambra State of people queuing to collect 400 naira and a can of malt from a PDP official. Look, I was disgusted when I saw that video. Not only that, the PDP man was trying to use incentives to lure people to vote for his party, but I was more disgusted at the price he was offering them. It's the amount for me. 400 naira with a can malt. And the people were even telling him, "Thank you, sir. Nya, dalu makinyera in malt." Chai, somebody should rebuke poverty. 400 naira that cannot even buy sardine. Now in person carry give mama we get children for house. Make sure to take the waiting now. It was so crazy that the people, after collecting the can malt and 400 naira, were bowing and saying thank you to the man like he had done something noble. Now wow. But anyway, congrats to the winner of the election, and I hope that we wouldn't have any cause to complain about his reign as governor. Yeah, I said we because I'm from Anambra State. But anyways, that's about it with the whole Anambra election thing. I don't want to talk about how someone who had over 200,000 votes during the primaries couldn't even get up to 50,000 votes in the mini election. Is it that the people that voted for him changed their mind and voted for someone else? Or maybe they left Anambra because they were afraid of IPOB? I don't know. But let's move away from that so that I can share with you some other things in the news that caught my attention this week. Now, listen up, guys. If you know that you're applying perfume on your body, you better watch it, or else you should be getting ready because you might just be on a journey to hell. Hold up. Not my words, but the words of one female preacher, and this was on a video that I saw on social media. But before I say anything else, let's take a listen to this audio clip.
Those of you putting perfume, Jesus said you should stop putting perfume on your body. On the last day in Isaiah 3 verse 24, he said instead of sweet smell, you will be burning and you'll be stinking, you'll be smelling like gutter. Those of you putting perfume, Jesus said you should stop putting perfume on your body. On the last day in Isaiah 3 verse 24, he said instead of sweet smell, you will be burning and you'll be stinking, you'll be smelling like gutter.
I know some of the sounds in that video were censored, but I'll help you out with the things she said. In her last sentence, she said, instead of sweet smell, you will be stinking and smelling like gutter. Now, this is what you get for listening to fake preachings from fake pastors who turn the Bible upside down. 6 more perfume with the manage take the form fresh. Now, in mama, come here, they tell us, say, Jesus said. So a person like me where they spray deodorant for Yash, what that one means? And I don't go even the game with that now. You see, when I saw that video, my first reaction was that the woman needs to be picked up by the police, then be charged to court for opening her mouth, to vomit nonsense, and then lock her in jail and throw away the keys. But then I gave her the benefit of doubt. Maybe she was trying to crack a joke. Who knows? Maybe she's a content creator or a comedian, because nowadays you can never tell. You can never know. Everybody they create content now. But let's assume that she was serious with the things she said. First of all, from the little that I know, there was no Jesus in the book of Isaiah, because she quoted Isaiah 3:24. In fact, they've never born Jesus for the whole of the whole Testament. So how did Jesus come into this? Secondly, she read that part of the Bible out of context and she was giving a different meaning to it. That part of the Bible was about God warning the people of Jerusalem against the evil that they were doing and how he will strip them of the good things of life, and that instead of smelling with sweet perfume, he will make them stink. Except she's joking. But if she's not, then she needs to go get herself checked, because that doesn't sound like what a sane person will say. Alright, moving forward. Now, I saw this headline on social media that reads, ex-bishop who left Catholic Church after falling in love with satanic porn writer now works impregnating pigs. The news headline is very weird, but what caught my attention in the news was the part that said satanic porn. Like satanic porn? What does that even mean? Is it that there are two kinds of porn that we don't know? The gospel porn and satanic porn. Maybe the gospel porn is the kind of porn that the only style that they do is mama and papa style, aka missionary. And maybe playing in the background will be a little bit of Jesus, you love me too much, oh. I mean, I don't know. But here's the story though. So this Spanish bishop, Xavier Novel, he resigned from the Catholic Church because he fell in love and slept with a satanic porn writer. As a priest, he used to carry out exorcism to free people suffering from demonic possessions. Yeah, he was casting out demons out of people. Probably that was how he met this porn writer. And instead of casting demon out of her, she casted demon into him. And they slept with each other. You know this whole thing about Catholic priests and not having sex, right? So in September, the priest had to resign from priesthood, and he had sex with this lady who was described as a satanic porn writer. And now he's working where they inseminate pigs. That is, he now exports sperm from male pigs artificially. Sometimes he made the pigs masturbate. Just anything to get those sperms off the pigs, and so it could be used to impregnate a female pig or whatever. Wow, what a job. I see the point why he had to resign from priesthood, but I still don't get the whole damn thing about the satanic porn. Like, I need to conduct a special research to know if there's any such thing as gospel porn, since there's now a satanic porn. Maybe the soundtrack of gospel porn will be the Sionyeko, just breathe your name upon me, breathe. I don't know, I'm just saying. So guys, these are some of the things that caught my fancy in the news this week. I'm too tired, I gotta go. But join me next time right here. And that next time is going to be next week. So join me as I bring to you some fun news flying around. And do make sure to subscribe to this podcast on whatever platform you're listening to this podcast from. I'm sure that there is some subscription button hanging in there. So just click it and subscribe, and of course share the podcast to your friends, your families, your enemies, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your side chicks, and all right? Follow me on Instagram at Merem Samuel and at Merem Samuel _ on Twitter. Also follow Black Yellow Voice on Instagram and Twitter at Black Yellow V. At Black Yellow V. Alright? It's been fun doing this, and I'll see you again next week. Alright? My name is M to the E to the REM. They call me Merem Samuel, aka the voice of the gods, aka the eyes of the gods. Arrivederci.